Plaintiff Lottie Sanders says she and the defendant were roommates, and the defendant often criticized the amount of clothing Lottie had. Lottie claims while living together, the defendant gave Lottie's clothes away, and she's suing her for a security deposit, utilities, and an internet bill. Defendant Elizabeth Townsend says after moving in with Lottie, she discovered Lottie was a hoarder who still had clothing from 1984. Elizabeth denies owing Lottie for anything.
Start with you.
So Elizabeth and I met in 2013 at a work event, and we became friends immediately. Did a lot of fun things together, and we started working together shortly after that. Long story short, we decided it would be a good idea to become roommates, and here we are.
When did you all become roommates?
In April of 2019.
Okay.
I had some red flags right after I moved in. She consistently was telling me that I had too much stuff and I needed to get rid of my stuff and that I was excessive. And she told me that if I didn't get rid of my things, that she would do it for me. And
how many days after moving in did she tell you that?
It was kind of from the very beginning, but it became more and more. And I was at work one day and I was sitting at my desk and I looked up and a lady who works for me came in. I really liked her outfit. I'm like, I love that. Where did you get it? And she said Elizabeth had given it to her. So she had followed through on telling me that she would get rid of my clothes.
Give your things away.
Yeah, she gave my things away. She consistently was telling me that I had too much stuff and I needed to get rid of my stuff. And she told me that if I didn't get rid of my things, that she would do it for me. And I was at work one day and a lady who works for me came in. I really liked her outfit. I'm like, I love that. Where did you get it? And she said Elizabeth had given it to her.
Give your things away.
Plaintiff Lottie Sanders says while renting an apartment with the defendant, she discovered the defendant was giving her clothes away.
Let me hear from you, ma'am. You tell me.
Okay. She's a hoarder. And when I first moved in, it was about 2 weeks, I had noticed that her lifestyle is excessive. And I sat her down and I said, you know, we need to discuss this. The lights are on all the time.
No, we're talking about her property. That's what we were talking about. We're talking about you giving her items away because you believe she had too much. Tell me about that.
Well, when we first moved in, she had everything in the house was hers.
Mm-hmm.
She had an extensive amount of clothes, shoes, everything.
When did you notice that?
When we first moved in. And this is a picture I have of the garage when we first moved in.
Mm-hmm.
And that is all her stuff. None of that is mine.
And so this was the first week?
Yes.
And what'd you say to her?
And I said, we need to sit down, we need to come up with a game plan. We've got a lot of stuff here and we both have to live here.
Mm-hmm.
So she said that she would get rid of some of her stuff. It never happened, so I did take it upon myself to get rid of some of it to someone that actually needed it.
Okay. And you think the woman at work needed it? She told you she needed it?
Yes. Well,
she told you, woman at work, I need clothes.
Well, she doesn't have a lot of money. And like I could see that the clothes that she wears, she was definitely needing some new clothes.
How do you know she don't have a lot of money?
Well,
how do you know she doesn't have a lot of money?
Well, I could tell by the way that she doesn't spend her money on clothing.
Yeah, that means she might have a lot.
She might.
You ever thought about that?
The
reason she dresses conservatively and doesn't have a lot of clothes because she has a lot of money saved? Duh.
Right, she might. She does have a lot of money.
The folks you see with all that other stuff, you see them with the Chanel, the red bottoms, that they as broke as you can be. They don't have a dime. Carrying a $5,000 bag and $2,000 shoes and be laid to the bone. Gucci, Louis Vuitton, this and that and the other. Go ahead.
So, she is very frugal.
Go or neither. He riches all outdoors. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm the only one walking around here and try to spend my money foolishly.
So she does watch her money at work, but she doesn't spend on clothes. She has clothes from 1984 in the garage, so that she doesn't even know they're there. So
How you know they go all the way back to 84? She told you that.
Because she's told me.
Ma'am, you have clothes that go all the way back to 1984?
No, Your Honor.
She said you told her you were going to give them away. You didn't take her serious?
She said that she would clean my things out for me. No, I didn't take it serious. I can't imagine how someone would think in their mind that's okay.
Yeah, I can't either. That's why I was trying to get a glimpse of her mind.
Well,
and she likes to help the needy with other folks' greedy.
Yeah. She's told me
when
a
you're
lot.
greedy, she takes it and helps the needy, right?
She's told me several times that I make more money than her. So
there you go.
But so I think in her mind that she thought it was okay because
Well, listen, I think it is too. You are greedy, hoarding all that stuff.
I'm not a hoarder. Your Honor, I'm not a hoarder.
Should have helped the needy, right?
Help the needy.
Tell me why you're suing her today, ma'am.
Okay, so in April of 2019, we signed a 1-year lease together.
What was the agreement between you all?
The agreement was that I would pay more on the rent than her.
How much was the rent?
All right, so it's $1,150. I agreed to pay $600 a month. She agreed to pay $550.
Okay.
And
because she had so much stuff.
We also agreed to split all of the household bills in half: the electricity, the water, the internet, the cable. And so when I moved in, I got the internet and everything in my name, and she was supposed to pay me half for it. And she's never paid me. And anytime that I've asked her to pay me, she says that she's not paying me because I'm excessive and I use too much.
Okay, now what's the security deposit?
Okay, so the first month we moved in, I paid the security deposit up front, and she's told
How much
me
was
that's
that?
not true. I paid half of that security deposit.
Okay, I'll let you talk. Okay. How much was that?
It was $800.
And you paid all $800?
Yes.
All right.
And I also paid the first month's rent. And the second month that we lived there, she was going to pay the rent that month to make up for the fact that I paid her rent in April. And she did do that, but she has not paid me back for her half of the security deposit.
Okay. And you have a list of the utilities or itemized?
Plaintiff Lottie Sanders says while renting an apartment with the defendant, she discovered the defendant was giving her clothes away.
Ma'am, she says you owe her for security deposit, half, utilities and internet bills.
Okay. So first off, the night we signed the lease, I gave her $400 for the security deposit.
That is a complete lie.
Okay, let her finish.
And the cable bill, she got cable. I have my own unlimited data, Hulu, Netflix. I have all that myself. So I never even agreed to
pay half the
pay
utilities?
half of that. I never even agreed to that.
So what did you agree to pay half of?
Okay, I sat her down when we first moved in, and I told her, I said, everything is excessive. Okay, you leave the lights on. You run the dishwasher 5 times a week. She's doing laundry 3 times a day.
That is not true.
Okay, this is an example.
Okay.
Those are her dishes. I can't even wash my dishes. Like everything there is
she doesn't have dishes.
Hold on, ma'am. So you don't want to pay because she didn't leave your room in the sink? Or because she took a bath too often? She took a bath every day. What did you think she should do? Every 3? Every 4 days?
No.
How
and I understand because I take
How often did you take one?
Once a day.
All right.
But she's running the dishwasher 5 times a week.
I think most people should wash dishes every day. I think most people do. Otherwise, you have them piled up dirty dishes, ants, roaches, whatever. You had roaches last place you stayed?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you will if you stop washing dishes long enough. You keep doing. You move away from her. She moved from you?
Yes.
She got roaches now. Let the woman wash the dishes every day. What else, ma'am, is your excuse for not paying utilities? She washes dishes every day. What else?
Okay, so she's turning up the AC that's not even warm out. She gets hot flashes, so she'll turn it on, and then it's cold at night, so she'll turn the heat on. It gets excessive.
I have never turned the heat on since I've lived there.
Yeah, I've never heard people with hot flashes turn the heat on.
Well, she'll turn it down at night because it gets cold, but when it gets hot, when she gets hot flashes, she turns the AC on. So it's like a fluctuation. It just keeps going on, up and down.
What did you say to her about that?
Leaving lights on all the time.
No, what did you say to her about her hot flashes? What did you say? Did y'all have that discussion?
No.
Since that's what you're putting it on now, you don't want to pay the light bill because of her hot flashes.
No, I just thought that we both moved in
Did you tell her that? Did you say, girl, those hot flashes, you better go to the doctor and do something, else I'm not paying you your money? Did you mention? Let's talk about it now. Ask her, what's up with them hot flashes? Ask her. She's right there.
We've talked about the hot flashes before.
What'd she tell you?
She can't help it.
There you go. You don't have any hot flashes?
No, not yet.
Ain't y'all about the same age?
Yep.
Well, they coming real soon. I don't know whether you know it or not. And then you're gonna be turning that air up. Then you're gonna be paying the extra. Go ahead, what else? I'm gonna be silly with you on this, because this is silly. Go ahead, what else?
It just became excessive, like everything in the house. Like we had a main closet. Okay, you walk in, all her stuff is in that closet. I can't even put my coats, my shoes, nothing. Like I felt like I didn't even live there. Like I was just like coming over. And maybe if there's room, great. But
now that's understandable what you're referring to now in terms of
just
space.
Felt like,
but in terms of hold on, but in turn that's a legitimate issue to have in terms of using up more space than you would. But however, ma'am, these utilities, that's nonsense what you're saying. Let me get back to her on the internet bill, ma'am. She says that's because you understood that she didn't need any of that because she had all the internet she needed.
That is not true. Before we moved in, we came to an agreement. I was going to get the electricity and the water turned on in my name, and she was going to do the internet and the cable in her name. We moved in. I immediately had them put into my name. And a month later, I had asked her every week, when are you turning on the internet and when are you turning on the cable?
What would she say?
She kept saying that she would do it next week, and she never did it.
You never told her you would do it next week,
no,
as you heard her say you did.
It's a lie.
Okay.
Plaintiff Lottie Sanders says while renting an apartment with the defendant, she discovered the defendant was giving her clothes away.
Did you pay anything?
No. And
why?
Because
I'm excessive.
Hold on, ma'am. Why?
Because she said, Liz, we'll work out something. She even told me, okay, we'll work out a plan so I'm not...
Why didn't you pay the first month's utility? Whatever share you thought you should pay. Why didn't you give her $10? Say, girl, the utility bill is $200. You use 90% of the air and of the electricity, so let me give you $10 on it. Why didn't you pay her something?
I just didn't even feel like I lived there. She didn't listen to me. Okay. Everything was hers in that house.
Well,
I mean, I didn't have any
You did feel like you lived there when those lights were on. You did feel like you lived there when that heat was on. You did feel like living there when you turned that water on. Hopefully you turned the water on. We don't have to go any further, ma'am. This is nonsense, and you know it is. You should have just said you can't afford it, ma'am. Now, the only thing that sounds somewhat legitimate is the internet bill, but since you did not pay anything at all on any of the other bills, I'm going to conclude that you're being dishonest, misleading, or unfair with regard to the internet bill as well. Judgment for the plaintiff, $1,263. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I'm just glad it's over.
Me too.
I'm gonna go home and take a bath.
Plaintiff Markia Thomas met the defendant in high school, but she wasn't interested in dating him because he was a drug dealer. Markia claims they are now engaged, but she refuses to marry him unless he passes a lie detector test proving his fidelity. She's suing him today for a loan. Defendant Othniel Carr admits that he was selling drugs off and on for 5 years, but says he turned his life around after going to jail. Othniel insists he never cheated on Markia, and he's willing to take a lie detector test to prove it.
Start with you.
Your Honor, this is my boyfriend. Was my boyfriend, my fiance now, Othniel Carr. I've known him since high school. Othniel, back in high school, he was a player. He was in the streets, selling drugs, crack, weed, you name it, he had it. So back then, I didn't want to deal with him. I didn't want
How
to.
long ago was that?
That's when we were in high school.
I don't know when you were in high school.
Over a decade ago. I graduated 09, Your Honor, so it was over a decade ago.
Okay. What happened to him?
What happened to him now?
No. What happened to the money? You have any idea?
Oh, no, Your Honor. I wish he'd go find it.
Because he seems broke today and he don't seem much of a player.
I mean, when you change your life around from being in the streets, I guess you gotta sacrifice what comes with that.
Unless you get caught and you have to give all the money back.
That's
if you've
true.
made all this so-called money, you should have the money and been able to buy a business when you go straight and employ the same people in the neighborhood that you poisoned.
I agree, Your Honor.
That's all.
I
All
agree.
right. What happened to your money, big time?
I went to jail.
Okay, and they took everything?
Yeah.
How long was your run?
I mean, probably like 5 years, on and off.
Okay, how much money did you make?
I don't know, I can't estimate it.
All right, you've been better off working at McDonald's then. All right, go ahead. This man wasn't no baller.
All right, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead. Ballers know what they had. They said, I made 2-3 million, Judge. I was doing it. Go ahead.
Your Honor, recently I ran back into off new. I seen he had changed his life around. So I actually gave him a chance.
What was he doing with his life at that point?
He had graduated from a school where as though he was doing roofing and
Good.
flooring and things like that.
Excellent.
And I would see it on, social media and things like that. I just wasn't really sure if I was
Good.
interested.
You give me some background, young man.
I'm seeing it downtown.
Tell me how you transform your life
I went to a little jumpstart program, like trade school.
after you came home.
Yeah. That was pretty much the only way I was gonna get a job.
How long did it last? The
It was
program?
only like 3 months.
Okay. What did you learn? What skill did you learn?
Carpentry.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
you've been maintained employment since then,
Yeah.
for the most part?
Yes. For the
Good.
most part.
So you're a good example. If the government would provide enough monies or private sector to train ex-offenders when they come home, they're less likely to commit a crime.
Yeah.
I mean, the best anti-crime program is a job. Can't get a job these days unless you train. Tell me more about yourself. You have children?
Yes, I have a son.
All right. You care for him? You're in his life?
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to be a good example for the brothers that's left behind in prison, sir. We need you to represent them well. I'm saying talk, man, talk.
All right,
You've come out. Why you think I do all this talking about how I was able to change my life and I give details and people are tired of hearing about it, but I don't care. You can get tired if you want until every last person in prison says they are tired of being a criminal and they changed their life. I'm going to keep talking about it and so should you. You done made it out of prison. Made it out, have a skill, have a good job, talk about it. Tell these brothers how to do it.
What really changed me was I hated talking to my son in prison, like lying about where I'm at.
Yeah.
He wanna know where I'm at. I just said I can't do that no more. And it don't matter how broke I was gonna be, I was gonna finish school, get a job, do the right thing.
See? Another stereotype is that we don't love and take care of our kids if you're a criminal or if you're in prison or in jail. You don't like your kids. He don't want to take care of his kids. That's not true. Guys I know in prison or on the street love their kids just as much as anybody else. They just took those risks, live reckless and destructive life based on the environment that they came up in, the failed education system, poverty, all the other things. It does change the dynamic of a life. I got a big prison following. A lot of brothers in prison watch me. And that's why, because we try to let them know that they're human and we know their challenges, we know where they are, how they got there, and we can tell them how to come out. So thank you.
Plaintiff Markia Thomas is engaged to the defendant, but she refuses to marry him unless he passes a lie detector test proving he's never cheated.
Now tell me about the lawsuit.
Well, prior to the loan, Your Honor, when we dated for 3 months, we didn't kiss, have any type of relations or anything like that. We was together every day, every weekend. So
How'd you pull that off?
Yeah.
He was a good man. He had come home, a changed man,
surprised.
and a gentleman. Now you telling me he was a gentleman.
He really was. I cannot lie. He really was a really good man to me. He was. So after that, we began to really date and get into a relationship. I felt like I could trust off new. So around his birthday that came August, he asked for a loan for a car to get back and forth because his car had broke.
You loaned him $600. When was he to repay it?
He was supposed to repay it by December, but he was supposed to make increments of $50 in between the time.
And he made none?
He made none.
All right. What's your defense, sir?
I mean, I think she's suing me prematurely. I know I was supposed to make increments of pay $50 increments, but we've been together the whole time.
Did you pay any increment?
No.
Well then, why shouldn't you?
Because I've been doing other things. Well, I've been getting the hair done, getting the nails done, eating.
Her nails and hair done.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the agreement. The agreement was to give me my money back.
You right?
When you'd ask for your money, what would he tell you?
He would say he's gonna do it, he's gonna do it. But since we was having a good relationship.
She didn't bring up the money until she saying some text messages in my phone. She ain't never asked me for no money.
Caught you cheating, she said, give me my money back.
Yeah. I wasn't cheating though.
I'm not gonna give you a break either if you're doing me wrong. You know, she was giving you a break if she was at all because you were doing it right. Time you start doing it wrong, who wants to do you a favor? Well, I'm not gonna do a person a favor when they do me wrong. All right, and what'd you call him cheating? And that's
Your Honor, yes. My women intuition told me to go through his phone, and I did when he was asleep. And I seen some real ignorant, disgusting text messages from a woman that Mr. Carr knows.
What was ignorant about it?
She was just a nasty person. She asked him could she perform oral on him while he recorded it.
While they recorded?
Yeah, he records it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And the messages show that I never went over there.
I want to petition the court for a lie detector test, Your Honor, before I marry him, Your Honor.
I want her to take a lie detector test too because
That's not what we're here for. We're here for
the day that she seen the message in my phone, of course she was being mad and spiteful, so I'm watching her. So she texted. So I go through her phone when she get in the shower, and she was doing the same thing.
With a ready-made. She had hers on hold all along. Can't find nobody that quick, right?
Yeah.
So he's on hold all along, if not on board all along.
Right.
Not just on hold, on board.
Yeah, so I want to get a lie detector test.
Did that happen?
It wasn't like his. It was more so like I was just wanting to be comfortable.
Okay,
like, I
it
just
was the
wanted
words that were said. All right.
That's exactly
All right.
Your Honor.
So you're not gonna get married if you find out he was cheating?
If I find out he's cheating or he cheated.
Or he cheated, you won't?
No, Your Honor.
How about you?
Nope.
Okay, and we'll know that soon because I am going to help you all with the lie detector test. All right?
Yes.
And I'll grant you your judgment. He has no legal defense to it. So therefore, judgment for the plaintiff, $600.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I want to say I do love her. I never cheated on her. I just want to get these lie detectors tests out the way so we can move forward what we got going on.
I just want to say I love you as well, and I do want to marry you as well, but I just need to know this truth. I need to. And I'm happy I got my money back.
That's cool.
The next day, Markia and Othniel both took a lie detector test. And later that day, the judge gave them their results.
She passed. Congratulations, you told the truth.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this guy, he passed too. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Okay.
Now y'all can move on and get married.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
I'm proud of you.
Pleasure
I'm proud of you in particular.
It was a pleasure.
All right.